Hi Taurus, this is your reading for September. As you can see, I already have some cards out. Excuse me, I wanted to save time because I just did Scorpio's reading and theirs was very long, so I want these readings to be quick, and that one wasn't, but there was a lot that came up. So if you have any Scorpio placements, you might want to check that out. Or if you're dealing with any Scorpios, you know Scorpios, you know you have any close to you, you might want to check that out. I do feel like this one will slightly resonate based on the cards that came out. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the Oracle, the Quantum Oracle deck. We have Great Achievement, One of Events, and be sure to check any Taurus placement that you have. Check the links in my website for social media information and personal reading information. So we have the banquet table, so there could be some type of celebration or some great achievement that is coming up for you, like your hard work is paying off, you're reaping the benefits of your efforts. This could be related to money or work, a creative project, or some type of endeavor involving your family or your home. Whatever it is, it says enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's a time for pleasure and continue to bring peace and happiness into your life every day. This achievement brings you great fulfillment, but remember your daily joy can be a banquet too. So like just finding the happiness, like being the life of the party, bringing the happiness and the joy and the celebration into life, and not expecting or not waiting for it to be seen in other ways is a great tool to utilize or maximize this energy. If you're not feeling it, the affirmation for this card says, I energize my life with joyous action every day. Abundant blessings come to me. So great energy. And then we have new beginnings, which I love. One of Cycles, the start of something big. So I do feel like it's a brand new chapter. With the baby being here, I think it's just brand new. And the baby's happy. I do think this is indicative of you, like it's a birth of something sparking within you for the first time. We have One of Events, One of Cycles. So a lot of newness, you know what I'm saying? Very indicative of new things and fresh things. The baby laughs in the spring flowers. This marks the approach of something wonderful and new in your life. This could indicate the end of something else. Like you could be leaving a job or starting a new one. It could mean adding a new endeavor to your present life experience, such as a new baby or a blossoming relationship where there was none. So get ready for something exciting on the horizon. Maybe you've been planning it and taking steps to make it happen, or perhaps you've been satisfied with the status quo and not considering any change, a change of any kind. Even if that's the case, keep your eyes and heart open to the opportunity to start something new, where you're engaging in a creative hobby or beginning a spiritual practice, whether the energy bodies bodes well for great value coming through this new beginning. So there is a new beginning that is coming your way that you should take advantage of. And if you are in a stubborn, lazy, if it ain't broke don't fix it Taurus mindset, you might be willing to pass on it, but I think you should make sure you take a good hard look at it before you just say no, because there could be some greatness for you, a brand new start. There's something that you could never have seen coming had you not been open to new change. So this is a time to kind of be open-minded and a little bit mutable. You are a fixed sign, so it's easy for you to get set in your ways and just kind of stuck in behaviors that work, but there's always the opportunity for something better. So we have Four of Spirit, Angels of the Four Directions. Four of Spirit. Oh wait, I didn't read the affirmation for the One of Cycle. See if I can find it. It says, I live each day with joy and optimism. A wonderful new beginning is coming my way. And then that will just also train you to look for it, to keep your eyes peeled for it, so it doesn't like shock you, or you don't miss out, you don't like just reject it because that's what you typically would do, and then like after the fact be like, oh man, I could have took advantage of that, but I was just, you know, an autopilot doing what I always do, you know what I mean? So we have Uriel, Raphael, Michael, and Gabriel. It says upright or reverse. This indicates a powerful connection taking place at this time. Upright reveals the dynamic presence of Uriel and Raphael. Uriel, the angel of the north, is a source of immensely valuable inspiration. If you're working on a creative project or you just need some new ideas on some old issues, Uriel is ready and willing to help. This angel connects you to the universal energy and Akashic information that exists all around you. So call on Uriel and leave any dark confusion behind and bring the insight you require at this time. This fixed fire will certainly light up your life. The next messenger of this upright card is Raphael, the archangel of the east. This wonderful angel supports you with matters of love, healing, children, relationships. So invite his presence to help you resolve your love and relationship issues, to bring the physical healing you desire. The energy of this angel is so powerful, he is often called the miracle worker. When you receive this card upright, you know that the time has come to open your heart and your life to Raphael's loving assistance. The miracle you seek is closer than you think. I invite the power and wonderful energy of Uriel and Raphael here. Not here. I ask for help and healing concerning, name whatever issue, and I give thanks. That's your affirmation for this card. Now let's go ahead and look at your Kipper deck cards, and then we'll pull the spread. So we have poverty, expectation. Somebody could be expecting poverty or just having a lack mentality. I don't feel like this is here because we have all of these beautiful energies up here, all this positivity up here, and then poverty. I think this could be like what the situation ends up leading to if you don't take advantage of this new opportunity, and that could be a fear of yours that you need to work through. Poverty, maybe not having enough money, just a lack mentality in general, feeling like you're poor or you're without, like you don't have. I'm going to quickly look at all of these cards just to make sure I'm hitting all the high points. It says it represents a lack of control, a bad position, scarcity, both physical and emotional. So you could be feeling like you're down on your luck. This could be someone around you as well. It represents poverty, pure and simple. It could indicate being unable to meet your basic needs. It refers to misery in the uncaring and predatory environment. Also, in professional terms, you may find yourself in a bottleneck. The best hope you can gain is to learn from this crisis. The expectation card gives a 3-month wait, so you could be waiting to hear back about something important, and you probably can expect to something to take place, some type of shift to take place, something noticeable to take place within 3 months. 2838, that's calling out to me too. That's like, so like either 28 days, I feel like 10 days apart though, two different things could take place, but take that or leave it. I mean, that's not gonna apply to everybody. The expectation card though is for observation, reflection, contemplation, thinking things through, patience, and non-action. So you could be feeling things out for the next 3 months, getting clear on your wishes and your hopes and your dreams and expectations, especially with distant horizons being here. You could be getting very clear on, okay, what is it that I actually want from my life? Like maybe you're reevaluating your goals and what you said you wanted, and you're starting over. This does seem very much so like Scorpio's reading. So again, if you have any Scorpio placements, or if you're involved with the Scorpio, you may want to watch that reading. In love, it can indicate that you're wishing for a partnership or still have to wait. In professional matters, it should be patience as time is working for you. It advises waiting rather than forcing the issue. It's best to let things happen in their own time. So whatever it is that you're waiting on, you probably won't see anything take place or happen or move or shift for a full 3 months. So just expect a 90-day period. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe you're waiting for a new job. Maybe you're waiting for a new apartment or something like that. But there's a need to tune out the poverty or the lack mentality. The idea that you will not have. Also, toil and labor is here. I feel like somebody feels like they're going to have to work too hard for something, or it's going to be extremely laborsome and tiring. It can maybe feel like it's not worth all the obligations and the energy that you put into it. It can mean that something is burdensome, some type of obligation. Maybe you feel like you need to work a job that you hate in order to get by, and that bums you out a bit. It says this is experiment with it. I'm sorry. It says the female counterpart to the poverty card. So I do feel like you feel like you've gotten yourself into a rut that you're going to have to climb yourself out of. Like, it's just going to be so hard. And I think that's just a pessimistic view. Like, you're looking at things and just assuming that there's going to be hard. And if you think that it will be, it will be. So I think there's just some things that you need to heal and address. Like, okay, why do I feel this way? What signs, support me feeling this way? Or is this just a making of my own subconscious fears creating this reality that doesn't exist? It also mentions work done out of necessity. So it's like the grind. It's stuff that nobody really wants to do, but it has to get done. It can represent just obligation, something that you just have to do. It's not really pleasant work at all. It can't be postponed or put off any longer. It's very necessary. Could also represent necessary employment to cover simple financial basics to put food on the table. So some of you could be thinking about getting another job and dreading the fact that you have to do so, and just really trying to figure out how to make your hopes, your dreams, your wishes come to fruition. But distant horizons represents that, first of all, I think the expectation card represents like there's some type of reevaluating, so thinking, contemplating, planning taking place. Distant horizons being here lets me know that whatever you're yearning for, it's not as close to you as you would like it to be, but brooding in this energy doesn't get you any closer to it. There's a need to kind of push through and push past that and shake off those pessimistic and feelings that are weighing you down, making you feel like things are just going to take forever. I feel like maybe after 3 months pass, you may feel a lot better, but there's a need to just kind of keep your eyes on the prize. It also represents, it says distance is greater than the pathway. So it's something that's far from you. It feels like you feel like it's going to take, I feel like this is your perspective. You feel like things are just going to take so long and be forever. In actuality, it may take 1 or 2 years, or this could be a period of a shift, a change that's taking place within the next 1 or 2 years, with pathway being here, because this particular card does give the time frame of 1 to 2 years. But it could mean that, longer than 2 years is what it will take for you to truly get to where you ultimately want to be. It could maybe take 5 years, 10 years, but this is like your ultimate goals, your dreams. It says it's a vision. It's something that's unrealized. I think also you haven't gotten completely sure about what it is that you want, and that's the only reason why it's so far away from you, because when you haven't decided what it is that you want, you haven't gotten clear on that, you're still thinking about it, and then you haven't acted on it because you haven't gotten clear on it. So once you do, then obviously you could probably manifest it a lot sooner. It says this is a card of dreams and fantasies. It also mentions it can stand for messages from overseas. The timing is usually summer. It indicates a silver lining on the horizon. Foreign countries, wanderlust, voyages, broadening horizons, new perspectives and visions. It also has everything to do with the water and liquidity. For instance, ocean, seas, drinks. It also announces the discovery of spirituality and new adventures. So I do feel like somebody could be having a spiritual awakening, and this could just be the brand new start of that chapter for you. But for others, this could be you just, there's a need to shed this stuff. This is just like out with the old, in with the new, right? It's kind of how it feels. And with pathway, it's like a marathon. It's a journey. it could represent like a slow growth. It's a long-term career planning. Maybe you're quitting your job and you're starting over, like you're starting a whole nother business or something like that. And that's why things are gonna take so long, because you're starting this brand new beginning after you've been, maybe you were working a job that, you know, you weren't making a lot of money, or you were still like working a paycheck to paycheck, and now you're just starting a brand new start, a brand new beginning, a brand new business or career. And I feel like it's gonna thrive for you a lot better, but maybe it's gonna take a little while before you're able to see that, before it's that tangible reality for you. Let's go ahead and pull the spread for Taurus. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Five of Cups. You're sad about something. There's something you have to mourn, let go of, part ways with. All is not lost. There may be relationships, friendships, relationships of any kind that you have to let go of, but there's some type of emotional purging that needs to take place. And yeah, this does feel like a lot like Scorpio's reading. This is Scorpio energy as well. So again, if you have any Scorpio placements, but I think this is just that element of change, that energy of change also that's here. You're burdened by your responsibilities, or the responsibilities that you've taken on. Maybe they're not yours. The Page of Wands being here shows me that you're wanting to explore, you're inspired. There is some spiritual insight taking place here, and you're in a place where you want to learn, or maybe you feel a little stir crazy. Maybe you want to get out and explore, but there's other obligations like your job, or like maybe you feel like, oh, I can't do what I want to do because I have to work this job, or I have to take care of other duties or responsibilities that I don't really want. Maybe you've committed yourself to something that you actually don't want to do anymore, but you've already signed up for it, and it's like you're just kind of locked into it, and that brings sadness, bitterness, anger, all kinds of emotions that you need to purge. But I think also whatever this poverty and toil and labor represents for you, it's something that needs to go, because it's very pessimistic, and it's pulling your energy down, and it's making you like not believe in your dreams because you're working for somebody else's dreams and you're not passionate about it. So it just kind of takes your spark away little by little. But you do have a spark here with the Page of Wands. Let's clarify. Page of Wands, please. Page of Wands, clarify the Page of Wands. Okay. So you could be writing. You could just be feeling very creative, very curious. Thank you. Three of Cups. Maybe you're trying to make new relationships, find a new community. Maybe this is like a creative circle. Maybe you're brainstorming with other friends, and it's just like in a very fun way. Maybe you're inspired by your friends or people in your circle, something like that, with the Page of Wands being here. I do feel like you could be writing a lot. I felt that in Scorpio's reading as well. So you could be writing in your journal or doing some creative writing. Also planning. I'm feeling that as well. With the Ten of Wands being here, it does feel like something is overwhelming, but it's over, almost over anyway. Show me the Ten of Wands. It's wrapping up because there's a new beginning coming. So we have the Five of Cups. You're sad about something. You're mourning something. Maybe it's the responsibilities that you've taken on, that you've decided to do. Maybe you're burdened by something else that you decided to do, and it brings sadness. But I think there's a need to just kind of push through it and get over it, work through it, like finish with the load, and then feel your feelings out and let them go so you can move on. Maybe there's a loss of some type of friendship or relationship as well. Anything else for Ten of Wands? Thank you. So we have the Nine of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I feel like there was somebody who was disloyal. There was some major disloyalty, and you're not putting up with it. You're sad about it. You got to call it quits. That's what I'm getting from this. This could have been the head of your household or the provider, and now it's leaving you with the burden. Like maybe it's putting more responsibility on you because you have to walk away from a situation that something else was providing for you, or this could be, somebody could be very, very stubborn also, but I feel like it's something that was disloyal. You're not seeing something through to the end. It's like you damn near got to the finish line, but you're like, no, I gotta walk away from this because there's some disloyalty here. And it does a lot of it. It's like somebody's very set in their ways, worked up. She's not happy about it with the Nine of Wands reversed. It's like quitting, but it's like it's what's best for you, but it also kind of temporarily puts more burdens on you. But it's like you're able to get through that part, but you're not moving forward with this person, with this King of Pentacles reversed. That would be Taurus energy, but I don't feel like it's you. Maybe if you've been disloyal to your dreams, to your goals, to yourself in some way, you're ending that. But I do feel like it's abruptly like, oh no, I'm not doing this anymore. It's like that's the last straw. But it's also painful. It's like even if you cut off a toxic friend, it doesn't mean that you don't still mourn them. So I do feel like there's some sadness. And I think you're more so sad that it had to come to this point. I'm sad that I have to do this, that I have to part ways from this. I really wanted this to work out. And Taurus don't like to leave situations, or you know what I'm saying? Like you just try to make shit work. But if it's not working for you and it's kind of in the way of what you want, then it's time to move on, and that could just be something that you're mourning. Ooh, the Tower. What is calling you? The Tower here. Maybe you've had some type of epiphany or realization about something. But I think this is just abrupt change. Maybe you want things to change very quickly, or maybe you just up and threw your hands up and decided this is it. I can't do this anymore. Feel like the shit hit the fan at some point, and you're like, no, I can't. This isn't like enough is enough is enough. And then you were able to see like where you didn't build on solid ground. Excuse me, where you didn't have a strong foundation. And I think you're ready to move on. Yep, the World card being here. You've learned your lesson. You figured out what's not working. It could be breaking up a family or a home or something like that, a business as well. It's like it disrupts somebody's longevity or legacy or something like that, or maybe even a family. This could be a divorce, but it's like lesson learned, chapter closed. Maybe the shit had to hit the fan, and maybe it had to get really, really ugly before you realized you've wasted a lot of time, or your efforts, energy, like your efforts, energy, time is not being put to good use. Like it won't grow, it won't be there for the long haul, because it's time for you to wrap this up and move on. Fixed signs on the World card here. So I do feel like your guides are calling you to learn this lesson, to close this chapter with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. I don't think they want you to waste any more time staying in a situation that's not benefiting you or not in line with your goals. And lastly, yeah, it's just like it's time to disengage with something. Yeah, it's just time to let something go, back away from it, move on. And with the the Nine of Wands reversed, just had to revisit that real quick. Yeah, it's like you're tired of fighting, you're tired of battling, you're tired of going back and forth, you're tired of trying to work something out. Maybe somebody whoever you've been dealing with has been very stubborn, set in their ways, and just maybe lazy. Maybe they're not making any strides towards change at all. This could be somebody who misuses their time, money, energy, efforts. But I'm getting major disloyalty. There could have been cheating if there was a marriage or something like that. What's keeping you grounded is the Emperor. Maybe you have a business where you run the show. There's somebody I know this resonates with. This stuff is so crazy. I'm like, I hope this resonates with somebody else too. But maybe you starting a business. Maybe you're trying to build your empire is what I heard. My empire, that's what's keeping me grounded, my empire. You're in your masculine energy. You're making things happen with the Emperor being here. You're learning how to be the head, how to run your own show. You could have responsibility over some other people, like maybe you have employees to manage or things like that. You might have children as well. But I feel like you are stepping into the role of the sole provider. Show me the Emperor. The Hanged One. It's time to let something go, to sacrifice something. And to also wait for clarity. It's a time to just wait. Another card mentioned that. Yeah, your angels are here to help you. Where there is divine intervention with Temperance and the Hanged One here. Major arcana energy. Your spirit guides, your spirit team is keeping you here. Your intuition is telling you be still. Work on your business, stay focused on your task and your responsibilities that you have for now, and I will be in the background helping you create balance in this situation and working everything out. When it's time for you to move, you will know what to do with the Hanged One being here. It's like you can focus on your responsibilities, your business, you can stay in this logical, right brain, masculine energy, you know what I'm saying? But when your intuition is time to speak to you, when it's time for your intuition to speak to you and guide you, it will help you know which way to go in the most balanced way. This also represents healing, rejuvenation. It represents peace and tranquility also. So like, I think there's a lot of peace that comes from just being alone. And I think also you realize that this situation not going well is also designed to create balance in your life. So even though it's crazy, chaotic, and maybe topsy-turvy, upside down right now, it won't stay this way for long. What's behind you or should be some type of manipulation. I feel like there was some type of cheating, scheming, planning. There's something that somebody was trying to get away with or trying to figure out. If you were trying to catch somebody in a lie or manipulation or cheating or something, don't worry about that. It will come out. When it's meant for you to know the details of it, you'll know. But it's like this person is leaving evidence behind also. So this does, I feel like it feels like manipulation, lying of some sort, deception of some sort. But you need to let that go, put it behind you. There's a need to heal from that, to mourn those emotions and feelings, to get it out of your system. Show me Seven of Swords. What was this about? Okay, we got three cards. Lord. Oh, it's like agreeing to disagree. The Page of Cups, the Magician, and the Five of Swords. So there could have been some type of apology. It feels immature though, and the Five of Swords just feels like there's no winning. It's like maybe you apologize and then we're like, okay, we're gonna utilize all our gifts, we're gonna make something better, we're gonna transform this, we're gonna create something different, and then you end up right back in this place with the Five of Swords being here. And he's running off with the Five of Swords. So it does feel like somebody is saying what they need to say just so that they can keep scheming and plotting, and it's like the Magician energy is like manipulating because the Magician is alchemy, it's manipulation of energy. But I feel like somebody has manipulative words and the ability to manipulate either somebody's genuine emotions. You could be kind of naive and just accept somebody's apology and just trust them because you love them, but they could be manipulating you and getting over on you, scheming, plotting, lying with the trickery, with the games, and they could be very skilled at doing so, with the Magician being here in the upright. But there's something about that you need to let go, put it in the past, put it behind you, or let it stay in behind you. And Temperance is here ahead of you, balance, peace, again, prosperity. This is a very calming energy with Temperance being here. It is Sagittarius energy, and I want to get a little bit more insight on this card. Make sure I'm not missing anything. It's representing attunement. You're getting into the flow of things. I think it does represent a lot of healing, ultimate balance. It just indicates I feel like you're more open to things that bring you harmony, even if they're different. You're resolving certain things that have been tumultuous or unstable. You're wanting cooperation. You're trying to just balance your emotions. You don't want to overreact. You don't want to deal with anger, resentment, hostility, or things like that. You're trying to find balance. You're working towards balance. It also represents fire energy, being Sagittarius. Let's see, are there any key points here that I'm missing? Let's see here. does, I think, also represent like your angels, your guides, working very closely with you to help, just like being present, helping you. And of course, we know Raphael and Uriel are available to you to help you with clarity and direction should you decide that you want to solicit their advice, their guidance, their help. Show me Temperance. Death. So yeah, you're definitely going through a transformation. There's lots of changes taking place, and the Nine of Swords. Maybe you've had a lot of anxiety about this. Maybe it's keeping you up at night, or maybe your sleep schedule is just off. You could be up thinking about things, thinking about the past, worried. I do feel like anxiety is here. That could be changing. That could be what is changing and transforming. That could be what your angels and guides are trying to help balance. This anxiety, this worry, this stress, this mental anguish that you're experiencing. But also, I don't know, maybe these changes just make you worry because you don't know what's ahead. You're not sure. But expect balance. Expect your guides to be there, and just ask for clarity. Ask for what you want. Don't be too attached to things being any particular way right now, because there's change taking place. And maybe that just worries you. It stresses you out, but you shouldn't allow it to. There's a need to work through that as best as possible. Let's go ahead and get crystal cards first, and then I'll go from there with the remaining oracle cards for your advice. Uh-oh. I'm like, I'm trying to see how long we've been. Taurus, please. Agate. We need the crystals for Taurus. Oh shit. Alright. Blue calcite, chrysoprase. Alright, so agate first. Who needs it? Work-life balance strugglers. I do think you're trying to balance your life and your work because things in your life is changing, so that requires your work life to change, or vice versa. Your work life is changing, so that makes changes to your home life or your personal life or something like that. Where to put it? Wherever you need to do, wherever you need more stability in your life. When to use it? When you want to get into your body. Try fire agate. When too much screen time has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit ego. Try the far from aptly named moss agate, which neither contains moss nor is technically an agate, but can still hold it down. Find your solid ground. So I feel like this is going to help you stay grounded while all of these things are changing and going on, because otherwise it may give you a lot of anxiety because you're not able to find something that works for you and stick to it like you truly desire to. This is a time to be mutable, and that could just be stressing you out because you don't like change. You could be feeling like a lot of this is unnecessary, but there's a lot of shifts that take place before you can find that ultimate balance. So try to be patient. We have chrysoprase, or I don't know why I always put not an F, an H in there. Who needs it? Explorers, searching for the fountain of youth. Where to put it? Squeeze chrysoprase against your heart and tell your inner child how much you love them. Then cry forever. I do feel like you need a good cry. I do feel like you are also connecting with your inner child, and learning to, like, your inner child is learning to trust you and to trust change. When it's time to forgive that person who hurt you the most, your parents, or it says your parents, most of all yourself. You are not a doormat. You are an evolved being. When you feel like giving up on love, chrysoprase gives you the green light to keep going. Grow from your heart out. So I feel like this is allowing you to remain compassionate towards whomever hurt you. I feel like there was some pain here. Again, the Hangman here. Spirit is telling you to wait, and when it's time for you to make a move, you will know exactly what to do with the Queen of Swords. Beneath that, just be patient right now. And self-soothe. Blue calcite, who needs it? People will stare up at the ceiling, worrying about the future at 3 a.m. And I feel like this is you. Waking up out of your sleep like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Just worried and stressed, and there's a need to just relax and just do your part and allow your spirit guides to work everything else out. Where to put it on your bedside table, when to use it when stress is the enemy. Freaking out is not a prerequisite for accomplishment. Deadlines aren't death sentences. Stress will extinguish your creativity and crush your dreams if you let it. Call on the calming, focused energy of blue calcite to remind you to put stress in its place, far away from the joy of the process of and delight of dreaming big. Act on your dreams. So this is going to allow you to take action on your dreams in a way that doesn't feel scary, just so you can build your confidence. All right, let's get a creativity oracle card for you. Like all these changes are gonna allow you to act on your dreams, but I think also that's scary. Can I get a card for Taurus, please? Timing. Almost came out. Okay, that one fell all the way on the floor, so I gotta take it. Ah, how lovely. Let go. What if anything can be done to let go? What if anything can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? First, I think you need to identify what's standing in your way, and then figure out how to let it go. And it may be that you're attached to an outcome, or that of certain people being in your life. This is the other side of the card, which is very pretty. Each of these cards look different on the other side. It says let go is an indication that we should no longer concern ourselves with the matter in question. Again, this whole situation needs to be behind you. Selecting this card can also be an invitation to look at your creative process to see if you are holding on to friends, ideas, beliefs, techniques, or equipment that has ceased to be useful at this point in time. Letting others become responsible for themselves or saying goodbye is never easy. Again, we're mourning it. But sometimes it's necessary and inevitable. It's understandable but unrealistic to want things to continue in a certain way without end. We use so much energy trying to hold on, but at a certain point, letting go of the past allows us to get a grip on the future. And I think that's why it's so hard for you. That's why your dreams feel so far out of reach, because the things that you're holding on to right now can't come with you to the future. So it's kind of putting things on hold and creating some stagnancy, and that's all frustrating for you, because you're like, you don't want to make the changes, but you also don't want to let go. And it's like, you got to pick your poison, Taurus. I know you seem to be between a rock and a hard place, but when you really look at the elements of this spread, you know exactly what you need to do, okay? So I know sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, but I thank you so much for watching. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, and check out my website. I'm available for personal readings, and Patreon gets the content first. So make sure you follow me there if you want to get your readings early. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye.